Question 1 Part A. Expand and simplify y plus 2 multiplied by y plus 3. 2 marks. We need to multiply every term in the first bracket by every term in the second bracket. I use the FOIL method. F stands for first, the first terms in each bracket. O is outer, the outer 2 terms. I is inner, the inner 2 terms. And L is last, the last terms. This guarantees we multiply every possible pair. Here is the FOIL grid. The rows are the terms from the first bracket, y and 2. The columns are the terms from the second bracket, y and 3. Each cell is a multiplication. First, y multiplied by y. We are multiplying a variable by itself, so we add the powers. Y to the 1 times y to the 1 gives y to the 2, that is y squared. Outer, y multiplied by 3. That is simply positive 3y. The sign is positive because both terms are positive. Inner, 2 multiplied by y. That gives positive 2y. Last, 2 multiplied by 3 equals 6. We now have all four terms. Writing all four terms together, y squared plus 3y plus 2y plus 6. Now collect the like terms. 3y and 2y both contain the variable y, so they can be added. 3 plus 2 equals 5. So 3y plus 2y equals 5y. The final answer is y squared plus 5y plus 6. The y squared term and the 6 stay unchanged, only the like y terms were collected. Critical warning, the single most common error here is writing y times y equals 2y. That is wrong. When you multiply variables, you add their powers. Y times y equals y squared. Always. Question 1 Part B. Simplify the fraction 3 times bracket x minus 2 divided by x squared minus 7x plus 10. 2 marks. The strategy is always the same for algebraic fractions. Factorize the bottom first. Then look for a factor that appears on both the top and the bottom, and cancel it. It is exactly like simplifying 6 over 8, you cancel the common factor of 2 to get 3 over 4. Step 1. Factorize x squared minus 7x plus 10. I need two numbers that multiply to positive 10 and add to negative 7. The conditions are, the product must be positive 10, and the sum must be negative 7. Because the sum is negative, both numbers must be negative. Try negative 2 and negative 5. Negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10, correct. Negative 2 plus negative 5 is negative 7, correct. Those are our two numbers. So x squared minus 7x plus 10 factorizes to x minus 2, multiplied by x minus 5. Step 2. Rewrite the fraction with the factorized denominator. We now have 3 times x minus 2, over the product x minus 2 times x minus 5. Now I can see that x minus 2 appears on both the top and the bottom of the fraction. That is the common factor. I cancel it from both, leaving just 3 on top and x minus 5 on the bottom. The final simplified answer is 3 over x minus 5. Important warning, you can only cancel factors, things that are being multiplied. You cannot cancel individual terms that are being added or subtracted. Always factorize first. Question 2. Before the parts, let me put the 4 essential index laws on the board. Rule 1. When multiplying two powers with the same base, add the indices. A to the n times a to the m equals a to the n plus m. Rule 2. When dividing powers with the same base, subtract the indices. Rule 3. When raising a power to another power, multiply the indices. This is the power of a power rule. Rule 4, the one students forget most often: any non-zero value raised to the power 0 equals 1. Proof: a cube divided by a cubed equals a to the power 0 by rule 2, but also equals 1. Therefore a to the 0 equals 1. Part 8. Simplify m to the power 0. 1 mark. Applying rule for directly. M to the power 0 equals 1. That is the complete answer. Part B. Simplify 2x to the 6y to the minus 1, all raised to the power 3. 2 marks. We use rule 3, the power of a product rule. The power of 3 outside the bracket must be applied to every factor inside separately. Splitting it out: 2 cubed times x to the 6 cubed times y to the minus 1 cubed. 2 cubed, 2 times 2 equals 8. X to the 6 raised to the 3. Power of a power, multiply the indices. 6 times 3 equals 18. So x to the 18. Y to the minus 1 raised to the 3. Multiply the indices, negative 1 times 3 equals negative 3. So y to the minus 3. Combining all three results, 8x to the 18y to the minus 3. The most common error: students forget to cube the number 2 at the front and write 2x to the 18y to the minus 3. That loses a mark. Question 3. 3 parts, 5 marks in total. Part 8. Simplify for b times 2c. 1 mark. When multiplying algebraic terms, multiply the number coefficients together and multiply the letter parts together. For times 2 equals 8. And b times c equals bc, two different letters simply written side by side. The answer is 8bc. Part B. Expand 3 times the bracket 2w minus 5t. 2 marks. The 3 must multiply every term inside the bracket. 3 multiplied by 2w. 3 times 2 is 6. So 6w. 3 multiplied by negative 5t. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. So negative 15t. The final answer is 6w minus 15t. Part C. Expand and simplify x plus 7 times x minus 2. 2 marks. Back to FOIL. FOIL grid: first gives x squared. Outer gives negative 2x, inner gives positive 7x. Last gives negative 14. Writing all for turns x squared, minus 2x, plus 7x, minus 14. Collecting the like terms, negative 2x plus 7x equals positive 5x. The final answer is x squared plus 5x minus 14. Question for Part B. Factorize completely 12x cubed y minus 18xy squared. 2 marks. The word completely is critical. It means the absolute highest common factor, not a partial one. Step 1. Find the highest common factor of the numbers 12 and 18. Writing their prime factorizations, 12 is 2 times 2 times 3, and 18 is 2 times 3 times 3. The highest common factor is 6. Step 2. Find the highest common factor of the letter parts. For x, the first term has x cubed, the second has x to the 1. The lowest power present in both terms is x to the 1, so we take out x. For y, the first term has y to the 1, the second has y squared. The lowest power is y to the 1, so we take out y. Step 3. The full highest common factor is 6 multiplied by x multiplied by y, written as 6xy. Step 4. Divide each original term by the HCF. 12x cubed y divided by 6xy, 12 over 6 is 2, x cubed over x is x squared, y over y cancels. First bracket term is 2x squared. 18xy squared divided by 6xy, 18 over 6 is 3, x over x cancels, y squared over y is y. Second bracket term is 3y. The fully factorized answer is 6xy times the bracket 2x squared minus 3y. Always verify by expanding back. 6xy times 2x squared gives 12x cubed y, correct. 6xy times 3y gives 18xy squared, correct. The check confirms our answer. Question 5, Part D, Part 1. Factorize 3y squared minus 10y plus 3. 2 marks. The coefficient of y squared is 3, not 1, so we use the AC method. Identify the coefficients. A equals 3, that is the coefficient of y squared. B equals negative 10, that is the coefficient of y. C equals 3, that is the constant at the end. Step 1, multiplier by C. 3 times 3 equals 9. This is the target product. Step 2, find two numbers that multiply to give positive 9, and add to give negative 10, which is the value of B. Try negative 1 and negative 9. Negative 1 times negative 9 is positive 9, correct. Negative 1 plus negative 9 is negative 10, correct. Step 3, split the middle term. Instead of writing minus 10y, write minus y minus 9y. This is valid because negative 1 plus negative 9 equals negative 10. Step 4, I factorize the first pair of terms. From 3y squared minus y, take out y as the common factor. That leaves y times bracket 3y minus 1. Now factorize the second pair, minus 9y plus 3. Take out negative 3 as the common factor. That gives negative 3 times bracket 3y minus 1. Look, both groups contain the exact same bracket, 3y minus 1. This is the common factor we extract. Taking out the bracket 3y minus 1, what remains in the first group is y, and in the second group is negative 3. So the final factorized answer is 3y minus 1, multiplied by y minus 3. Question 5, Part D, Part 2. Factorize 3 times bracket x plus 2 squared minus 10 times bracket x plus 2 plus 3. 2 marks. The question says hence. That word is your most important instruction. It means do not start from scratch, use your answer from Part 1. Compare the two expressions side by side. Part 1 had 3y squared minus 10y plus 3. This expression has 3 times x plus 2 squared minus 10 times x plus 2 plus 3. The structures are completely identical. Wherever y appeared, x plus 2 now appears. So we substitute. We let y equal the bracket x plus 2. This transforms the expression into exactly the same form as Part 1. Take our answer from Part 1, 3y minus 1 times y minus 3, and replace every y with the bracket x plus 2. Simplify the first bracket, 3 times x plus 2, minus 1. Expanding, 3x plus 6, minus 1, equals 3x plus 5. Simplify the second bracket x plus 2, minus 3. That is simply x minus 1. Combining both simplified brackets, the final answer is 3x plus 5, multiplied by x minus 1. The word hence is always a reward. The examiner is pointing you directly at the method. Students who spot the pattern and substitute save minutes and score full marks.